welcome to Oakville Monday. Today we're going to take two trips. We're going to go from Aldershot, or we're going to head down to Aldershot from Oakville, about 25 minutes, and then we're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to take, we're on the GP38-2 first, and then we're going to take the GP, the 9RM, the other locomotive. We're going to take that back up to Oakville. So we're going to get in here. I got everything kind of preloaded, so that way we're not sitting in the loading screens. Although this time it didn't seem like it took forever to load up for whatever reasons. I don't know what happened, but anyway, so we're going to get in here, get all of our lights and everything set up. Let the brakes release. Morning service here. Alright. Oop, I gotta put the... Almost forgot about the reverser. Okay, we are all set to depart. Let's just make sure we don't have any... There we go. So do that. Alright, let's get underway here. Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday morning or afternoon. Whatever the situation dictates for you. We got these car loaders. We're taking these down to the Aldershot yard. I've seen these come through, the actual ones that have the Canadian logo on there, the CN, Canada National Railroad. Here in New York, they've come through. They're interspersed with the ones for CSX sometimes, or Norfolk Southern, depending. It's just like they're all mixed up, not stuck on one. I don't think I need that rear light on, actually. There we go. But anyway, yeah, I figured I'd just come on. I got a little bit of time this morning before I get finished up on a few things for school. Figured I'd come on and do a couple quick runs here on Oakville. I thought about trying to do a Rosa line, but I thought, that's a lot for the morning. So here we are on Oakville. Figured it'd be a nice, relaxing Monday morning kind of thing. For start off the week. We're going to get pop for speeding. I'm a little bit over 15 miles an hour. I don't think our train is super long this morning. Well, maybe back there just a bit, but yeah, not too bad. Nothing like what we find on Sandpatch or Clinchfield. I think Friday this Friday I'm gonna try to go back to Clinchfield Friday and then maybe do a Rosa on Saturday. Or actually, yeah, Thursday I think I'm going to try to, Friday I'll get the Class 101. So hopefully, yeah, Friday will be like a double header. We'll do Clinchfield maybe in the morning, and then we'll do the 101 in the afternoon or evening time. Just to kind of revisit the newer lines. Oh, yeah, there's something going on. That's alright. There we go. Alright. Go up to notch 8 here and get the speed up. 3.6 miles to Bronte. Not sure how it's pronounced, but anyway, quick run up there, and then we'll go through Appleby, and then we'll be pulling into the Aldershot yard. And for the 9RM, when we go in, do that service, we'll try to get one starting from the Hamilton yard and go up to Oakville. And get the windows open here. We do have a second operator with us. Those windows open. Oh, that's right. I forgot the ditch lights on the front. There we go. There we go. Now we're all lit up properly. Yeah, I figured a nice early morning run here on Oakville. Already had my coffee. Might have to make a second cup. I'm still trying to wake up this morning. This weekend was a doozy here in the complex. Oh. It was something else. Anyway, welcome to my one viewer. Hopefully you're doing well. If you want to say hi in the chat, you're more than welcome to. If not, that's alright too. Seems it's 8 o'clock in the morning in the game, right? Almost 8:20 in the morning. It seems still kind of dark. Like it's not. I mean, it's light out, but it's like, you know, the sun's still kind of low, so to speak, and so we don't really have. It's like we're missing some light. You know, like if I turn the cab light off, it just seems kind of dark in the cab. I have been meaning to actually get on sand patch grade as well at some point. I don't know, maybe Saturday if I can do it. I might just do a bunch of routes on Saturday. Maybe go for maybe Saturday morning I'll do sand patch grade in the morning and then do a Rosa in the afternoon. Yeah, I might do that. Been on sand patch grade in a while. I see that we got the community challenge was completed in the nick of time. The 55,000 coal cars loaded. I did contribute a little bit, very little to that. I did one run of loading the coal cars towards the community challenge. So yeah. Yay community for completing that. So we do have two GP38-2s, although up here they are called GR420 Bravos. This is what they look like in Canada national livery. Now, I think I heard that Canada has bought some railroads here in America, or a railroad, to keep it running. I can't remember which one. I heard about it recently, and I can't remember what all the particulars were. 3 miles to Appleby, just now under 3 miles. Yeah, so they got a huge influx of cash to keep their railroad afloat. And that's good. You know, I think during the pandemic, although there's been significant rail traffic, I wouldn't say significant, but lately it seems like I've been hearing trains more frequently on the line down the street from the apartment than before. So I don't know if that's just, you know, they've gotten a huge influx of business for freight, or what's going on. There seems to have been a lot more trains coming through recently. I really do wish there was a really good spot. Although there's not enough traffic, I think that it would be worth trying to spend a day train spotting on the line here near where I live. I'd really like to get to like a, you know, major yard or something, or mixture of freight and or passenger service kind of yard somewhere. I don't know if there's anything down in Pennsylvania that's worth trying to get to do something like that. But anyway, so yeah, after this I'm gonna I've had to do my research for my afterlives thing. I'm gonna get that all recorded today, get it edited, hopefully before well, the sooner the better. I kind of have an idea. I've got everything kind of laid out. I just got to put it all together and record some stuff, and then get some special effects sounds in there. Try to kind of spice it up a little bit, and then hopefully that'll be that. My teacher is quite excited for my project. So I'd like to get that delivered today. Well, I have to get it delivered today. Today's the absolute. Now, if I need a little bit more time, if it's an editing issue, although, so last year, although it wasn't right about this time, it wasn't until at least another month or so, I was working on the radio. The theater department at the community college where I was working at, they couldn't do their stage play that they had all started to kind of get the sets together, and they were starting to rehearse and figure out who was going to be playing who for the characters in the play. And then, hey, good morning, Amela, how are you? And so they approached the communications department and asked if we could help them turn it into a radio play, which we did, and it was a very meticulous, very it took a long time, you know, because you have people that are spread out. You know, everybody was kind of working from home. Well, not kind of, they were. The students were taking classes online, and so we were relying on Google Meetups to record. I'm doing good, thanks. Just got a little bit of a dry throat, apparently, but otherwise I'm doing good. Amela, how are you? Oh, you said you're good. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully you got your laundry done yesterday. So anyway, it was a very long process. We to put it all together. You know, we're relying on the internet not messing up. Of course, when you have all these people online at one time taking classes, and people were streaming a lot, watching Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime. People were looking for escapes from what was going on, and so people were having internet issues and all that. But we put this whole thing together and edited it all, and I was doing everything. Yeah, laundry all done, nice. I got to do mine this Friday. It was a long process, and I was doing it. Unfortunately, I had only my little 13-inch laptop. Now I was editing on Adobe Audition, which is the audio software that we used when I was taking the radio production class. You record it and then you edit it down for what's required for churn-in to the on Fridays. So I was doing all that, and it was a very long process. And so this time I've got an actual desktop computer, so I'm not like squinting my eyes at the audio file to cut out the unnecessary blank spots and whatnot. So yeah, so this should go a little bit smoother this time, and then I just have to add in some sound effects that I want to put in to kind of make it sound a little bit more exciting and interesting and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah, it shouldn't take very long to do. I just have to find my pages, and I've got them marked. I just got to make sure that it's all what I want to say to kind of get my point across about the stories. And so yeah, that should be all wrapped up, and then I'll eventually put that on SoundCloud for folks to enjoy as well. And then yeah. But I do wish, and of course, I don't think I think the community college campus is still closed up. I really wish I could get back into the radio studio there and do a show and record it and play some music and just get behind the mic. And yeah, I really miss doing that. That was a lot of fun. You can't do it with podcasting because you got copyright issues with music, and yeah, it'd be really awesome if I could get in there and do a show. It's garbage here. Yeah, I don't want to become famous. That's overrated. Ooh, I'm speeding. I'm going to be speeding going into the yard here. I wasn't paying attention to the... I might be able to slow down enough that it's not going to be too bad. Yeah, exactly, Mella. Exactly. Yeah, I guess yeah, it wasn't too bad. I thought for sure I wasn't going to be able to slow down in time. That's not too bad. Alright, I gotta get back on the gas though. Otherwise we're gonna lose momentum here. Hey Ryan, how are you? I want to be red. Hopefully you're doing well, Ryan. So we'll pull into the Aldershot yard here. We got to go all the way. It's going to be kind of a long, slow crawl. We're going to go right there. There's an overpass. We stopped just... There's an overpass there. I think we just stopped just on the other side of the overpass. We'll park that there and then we'll hop out. Oh, nice. Hopefully you enjoy your day off. Yeah, we'll head on over to the 9RM and do a return service north, and that'll be that. And then, yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping Saturday. I'd really like to spend. I've been kind of. I talked about this on Saturday. I've been. So I completed my goal of getting my character up to the highest level possible in the game on Division. It didn't take. It was. I mean, I just played sporadically here and there for maybe not even a week. And Great Western Railway. Oh, nice. So yeah, I've been kind of. I've not been playing this so much as I've been, kind of revisiting the Division and seeing, it's amazing still to me that I can remember all the intricacies of the game for the most part. I mean, I think I've got enough hours where I kind of had a plan and got to fly. I'm out right now. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping in, Ryan. So yeah, I've kind of taken a break from the Train Sim World 2. And there's, any time that you feel kind of burned out on a game, or just like I got to take a step away for a moment, play some other games. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Although it's not a game that I could stream. I mean, I probably could, but I don't think I'd get any views, and there's a lot of complexities to the game that I would have to spend a lot of time explaining and all that. And I don't know, maybe it would do okay, but I don't know. There's one thing that I thought about doing. I may do it. I don't know. There's a particular mission in the game that I think I want to try to do it solo on, not necessarily so there's heroic is the most challenging difficulty of missions that you can play, and there's a challenging setting, and years ago I was able to complete this one mission solo. It took a while, but I'd like to kind of revisit that and see how well I do, if I could do it again. But again, I don't know. I'd like to, but like I said, I know it wouldn't. Some viewers wouldn't particularly care for it, and I probably wouldn't get a lot of folks watching it. But anyway, so yeah, it's good to be back on the railroad. There's a lot. There's so much new stuff coming out though too, that it's like we're being kind of inundated with all this new routes, new locomotives, and there's lots to do on here, and it can, I think, kind of be a bit overwhelming trying to figure out what to do, what works, what doesn't work. Certainly faster routes seem to do better, I guess, in a way. Although, there's more to this game than just getting in and going 320 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'd really like to spend some time Saturday, for sure. Do some stuff, and I don't know, we'll see. But certainly after the semester's over, I think I can start playing more again, and it'd be nice. I do like to revisit games every once in a while that I haven't played and just see, see how it feels. I was playing the Master Chief Collection for a short while for Halo. Of course, I love Halo Reach. That was a fun game. I hate waiting for a bus, even worse when you know the drivers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, it's nice to be back on the railroad, and I think as things kind of pick up for the game, it'll be nice to see the changes and all that, the things that they've got for the game. While I think they're still trying to figure out the next iteration, maybe. Of course, I think most people. Why is Taz always late the day he comes early? I'll have a heart attack. That is a good question, Brian. I don't know. Maybe he'll surprise you. Just don't have a heart attack, though. Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall that the next iteration of Train Sim World is going to be next gen only. I can't see them spending the effort on releasing a game for older generation consoles. There's just too many limitations, I think, as we see with the layering and all the stuff that goes along with that. How often we have crashes in the game. Not completely like a glove, but pretty darn close. There we go. That's that one. He's never on time, always 5 minutes or 10 minutes late. Yeah. All right. So we got that one done. Let's head out here and grab a 9RM and do a return service. So 27 minutes. Oh, I didn't even look to see. I wish it would tell you like the how long it took, or like you could go back and look at the time. If you accidentally go past that menu there or whatever, that you could go back. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's drivers like that here, especially on the weekends, Ryan, that they're never Saturdays and Sundays especially. They are absolutely terrible. All right. 9RM. So we want to go from I already did that one before, so we want Hamilton to if I could find one. Might be an evening service. No? I might have done them all already. Well, I may have done all those Hamilton services. Huh. All right, well, then we're just going to do Aldershot to Oakville. We'll do this 1040 service. Next payday, I'm getting the last locomotive for Train Sim World 1 and the new stuff for Train Sim World 2, but yeah, I get a free bus ride. Nice. Anyway, Yeah, weekend buses here are just, they're terrible. Uh, anyway. All right, let's get in here and get this started up. Gauge lights, there we go. That's what I was looking for. We don't need the cab light on. Numbers. All right. We are all set to go. Let's make sure we don't have any points to set. We do. Just set that one real quick, and then we'll be on our way. We were already starting to roll because we were on the downslope. It's okay. It's got to be Taz. It's 5 minutes late already. What route was that saying about the loading screen? I'm not sure. I wasn't really looking, Ryan, to be honest. I didn't really pay attention. Some of those screens go by so quickly that it's hard to keep up with it. They do change fairly quickly sometimes. So what do we got here with us on this one? We have a 9RM and a GP38, and we got mixed freight. Looks like we got some tankers, some box cars, some other. These are all CSX. That's interesting. We got these hoppers. It looks like. Yeah. So a bit of mixed freight. And I'm speeding already. That's okay. The sooner we get over to that last car gets up over across, and then it'll be up to 60. Any moment now we should start being able to get up to 60 miles. Oh wow, I'm well over the limit here now. Not taking much. There we go, fine. Alright, now we can go full whack. Talk to you later on the bus. Alright, take care, Ryan. Alright, so we finally got that all taken care of. We're on the we don't need the cap light on. All right, so quick return trip up. Uh, I mean, I guess I could have redone the Hamilton Yard service up to Aldershot or up to Oakville, but yeah. Let's get the windows open here. Let's see, we do have a second operator. Interesting. I can't open the windows from the outside like I did before. Interesting. Oh well. We got one side open at least. I kind of like this that, the driver can, if it's raining, they're kind of protected here. They can look out, they can kind of lean out and look. There's a window there, so they're kind of protected from the elements. Get off the throttle a little bit there. We're all lit up there in front. We'll coast for a little while. Yeah, I definitely I want to get back into playing this again. It was nice to take a break away from it, I think. And then come back to it. I definitely do want to get a next-gen console because eventually I think the next iterations of this game are going to be next-gen only. The problem being that if I get a PlayStation, not only do I have to buy the console, but then I have to rebuy the games. That's a lot of additional cost. Whereas if I buy an Xbox, either Series X or Series S, I don't have to pay for the games again. I just download them onto my new Xbox, or I sign into my account and everything should be there. Where I may have to download it, but either way, that's not a huge I'm saving a little bit of money because I'm only buying the console. The problem being that a lot of people that I would like to play games with are on PlayStation, and the problem for them is I'm on the Xbox. There's no cross-platform multiplayer stuff, for the games that we want to play. One of those being the farm simulator or Gran Turismo Sport. I can't play either one of the. I can play Farming Simulator on my Xbox, but I can't get the folks that I want to play with are not on Xbox, so I can't. We don't have that ability to play the game together. This game, it doesn't, since there's no multiplayer. When we do things like points challenge, it's just we pick the route, everything is agreed upon, and then you do your best to complete the route and get as many points as you can out of it. So it's not necessary to be on the same kind of console. Although it'd be nice, like when either Richard or Joe does their points challenge, and to be in the chat with them while they're driving, and that would be nice, but it's not necessary. Uh, oh. Anyway, all right. Bronte's next, and then we should be Oakville's after that, and then we'll be wrapping up the. We're wrapping up the stream. But yeah, I'm looking forward to at least whatever the future holds for Train Sim World 2, whatever dovetails and their partners Rivets and I'm trying to remember who the other one is. There's two other outside developers that help with the routes. I think it's Rivets, and I can't remember the other one. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, there's just I think they've got a pretty good handle, I think, on what they want for the game to be, at least for the remainder of this life of the game. I would like to see the lone 9RM moving those tankers. I would like to see maybe instead of, and I know people may not like to hear this, but I'd like to see the life of the game extended as much as possible, although I know the problem is, again, the limitations of the older gen consoles. You know, they're certainly within the lifetime of Train Sim World 2, they can't reasonably expect to start making routes that are only going to be on the next gen consoles without a completely new game. All right. Just looked at that. All right. Anyway. So yeah, you know, because they're gonna lose part of their player base. You know, certainly. But I'd like to see them extend the life. Maybe that's the better situation. You know, given that we're still in a pandemic and travel is still limited or is going to be limited going forward, or you have to have documentation, and you know, besides a passport, you're gonna have to have documentation proving that you were given the vaccine, and you know, all these other things. You know, it's going to be much more difficult for them to get out and get information for new routes, I think. Certainly from an American standpoint. If they, you know, want to update Oakville, for instance, or even Peninsula Corridor, you know, go out there and rescan stuff, or, you know, update the locomotives a bit, or, you know, certainly when the Peninsula Corridor is all electric. You know, if they've got an agreement with Caltrain to have, you know, Peninsula Corridor in the game, they're, they have to go out there and capture all that information, I would think. But maybe extending the life of this game while they figure out the future, how they're going to do the next one with whatever restrictions may be in place on, for travel and whatnot. That's a anyway. So yeah. Hopefully, whatever they decide, I think that they. Well, the one thing is for certain, not everybody is going to like what they do. I think that's been fairly evident in a lot of the live streams whenever they've talked about upcoming things or hinted at possible upcoming routes or things that they're working on or looking at. A lot of people are less than enthused by it. They don't like what they're hearing, and they're, I'm not going to buy this, and which is fine. You don't have to. I think there's going to be plenty of other people who are going to. There's still enough people, I think, who are interested in whatever is being made that, they're going to make some money. Is it going to be a windfall? No. But I think, there's a core group of people who are going to get the routes, regardless if it's like their home route or if it's all passenger or freight and passenger or whatever. I like the fact, and I think I've said this before, and sorry if I'm repeating myself, I like the fact that we're getting things, it's not all modern. We get to experience a history of railroads, different eras in different countries. Certainly I can't go back in time and try to ride a train in Great Britain or Germany. That maybe I did, but I don't. Back then I wasn't thinking about railroading stuff, or rail fanning, or train spotting, or whatever. I just know I rode the train in Germany. I didn't think about, what locomotive was it, or what kind of cars did I ride in. It was just a mode of transportation as far as I was concerned. But people aren't happy with, why do we get the Class 101 for Hauptstrecke or Rhein-Ruhr? Well, because it's something that was prevalent during a certain time of German railroad history. There's nothing wrong with that. But, people are always fussing about, I don't like this, and why do they do this? Well, can't, I really wish Dovetail Games would open up with the old Rolling Stones song, you can't always get what you want. And that's just the simple truth. We can't, yes, we like to see, certain lines and all that, but it's just, there's a lot of legal work that has to be done, I think, as well as all the technical work. A lot of people would like to have the old Santa Fe roads, but BNSF is very protective of their property, their copy, their brand. So they're not going to, people can fuss about it, but that does. Burlington Northern Santa Fe has every right to protect their intellectual property. They don't have to agree to create, allow their logo to be put in the game. It would be nice, yeah, because a lot of people, that's a very for in America, and I think even around the world, Santa Fe Railroad is a very well-known brand. The logo, the design of it, the colors and everything, it's kind of like when you see a certain race car with a certain livery. The brand, you recognize it. It evokes a feeling, and that's just the way it is sometimes. But yeah, I think, of course it'd be nice if they had every railroad in the world on the game, but that's a lot of work, Yeah, so, and there's a lot of research that goes into what they want to do for the game as well. I was reading the article a little bit about the creation of the Class 101 or the DBBR 101, and the fact that it hadn't run in some time, they had to try to find out the timetable information to create that for the game, and luckily they found people who had that information still, and so they were able to use that as a basis for the timetables in the game. So yeah, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into all this that I think people don't always completely either understand or respect. It's not like there's research to be done when they create the next Halo game. They can look at the lore of the game, what's established. They can look at the characters that are already in the universe, so to speak. But even then, a lot of that can just be tossed aside, And some game developers do that. They're like, oh, we're going to throw this whole part of the story out to bring in something different. And some people don't like that. It's very upsetting for them. So, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they have to say on May 4th and this whole rush hour thing. What does it mean? What's the outcome going to be for the game but more importantly, what's the outcome going to be for the players? I'm sure with every announcement that they make, there's going to be more people who are going, well, not more, hopefully not more. There's going to be some people who are just not going to go along with it. They're not going to be happy with it. Because they're just not, it's like they're just not happy people to begin with. And instead of saying, oh, I'd like to know more about this route, this locomotive. I like learning about different, like I didn't know about the Rosa line. I never heard of it before, but watching, playing that route and seeing other people play it, it's like, wow, that's a pretty amazing place. I would really like to go see that in real life, ride it, actually go there and physically ride that line. I think would just be an amazing experience. But oh, it's slow, but that's okay. There's all that nature to see. You know, there's this beautiful area that people probably are. Well, I wouldn't say they take it for granted, but I mean, could you imagine living there and yeah, you probably don't see the beauty. I would think you do, but I don't know. But there's all that beauty there, and I would love to see that on a regular basis, I think. All right, pulling in here to Aldershot, or Oakville, not Aldershot, Oakville. Get a little bit of gas here. We don't stall out. There we go. That should be enough to carry us. Oh, look at this service coming in from beyond the line there. 2 9RMs with a load of like hoppers. Yeah. Very cool. All right. There we go. All right, so that concludes that. Just almost 26 minutes. So, yeah. All right, that's going to be it for this stream. I will see you guys later this week on Friday. We'll do some runs on Clinchfield, or a run for sure, because it's going to take a little bit of time. But we'll do a service with the F7. We'll see if we remember how to get it all running, and then